Who in the hell is going to win the AFC North?
Hey, Lord, this man's a warrior. Steel Studio, man.
Hello, I am Rick Mooney with the Steel Studio. These are my Thursday thoughts. The season, I was so hyped about the team, overly hyped. I thought they'd go out and whip San Francisco's ass. They got their ass kicked. So I'm not going to sit there and say that we're going to start out that way. But I think by the end of the year, we can be a contender. Let's hope. And if we're not, Omar will go get a couple guys to make us there because we are close. How about this AFC North? How's the rest of the teams going to do? First of all, it's a great division, a lot of good players, a lot of good teams. Probably, the best it's been last year and this year, our whole life. I mean, my whole life anyway. And most divisions don't have. Kansas City doesn't have this problem. They don't have all four teams in their division that could be playoff teams. But I don't think it's going to be quite as good as people think. Things seem to go certain ways, and some of these teams are on the brink of not being as good anymore. So we'll start with a good team that I think will win if things go right for them, the AFC North. It doesn't mean they're going to win shit anyway, and they've never won a Super Bowl. Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Burrow's back, but can he stay healthy? Guy never has, so we're going to find out about that. They did lose Mixon. I don't think the running backs are quite as good. Their offensive line is had some changes. But Joe's good. He's got. This is it for them. They've got Chase. They got Higgins. This is it. This is their year to win it. But their defense is going to suck again. It's not all of a sudden going to be better. They didn't do enough, in my mind, to change that. And they lost Reader. So it's going to be up to the offense to keep them in games and win games. And if Burrow gets hurt or somebody else gets hurt or they start whining and crying like they do, especially if they don't start winning or getting the ball like they want, they're not going to finish first. Any one of these teams in the North could finish first or last, including our Steelers. The Steelers never had finished last, ever, in the North. So you kind of got to go by history, too. So I think the Bengals will have 11 wins if everything goes their way, but it could easily be 9, could be 8. Wouldn't surprise me one bit. And then comes the Ravens. Baltimore Ravens had so many changes. You don't hear about it. All you hear about is how great Lamar is. What has Lamar ever won? He's never won anything. Lamar hasn't won anything, especially against the Steelers. And I know last year, one of the games, he didn't play. He sat out, whatever. I'm not sold on the guy. They have no receivers. Once again, they have one, Zay Flowers, and I love Zay Flowers, but they lost 3 of their 5 starting offensive linemen. And if Stanley's not good to go, 100%, they're in trouble. They did get Derrick Henry. I love Derrick Henry. He's one of my favorite players all time, and he can make a difference. And this is another team who can finish first or last. They have a tougher schedule than the Bengals, but I think they'll finish with 10 wins and make the playoffs. And because Harbaugh always does, he always coaches the team up well. So let's say they have a rash of injuries or something like that, they still probably win 10 games and make the playoffs. In third place, I can say the Steelers will be there. Like I said, the Steelers got a tough schedule too. I think they will struggle at first a little bit. It's going to depend on this defense. If it's as good as we think, if Dante Jackson's as good as I think, and Porter plays like he did last year even, and Herbig rises, Benton rises, his defensive line looks as good as it did in camp, we'll be in it. We'll be in every game. And in the offense, we got the young line. It's going to struggle. New offense is going to struggle a little bit. Once it gets going, look out. And, we didn't get the IU, but Jefferson's not bad. We're going to throw to Booth a lot. Guys stay healthy. Russell Wilson plays even like he did last year, which I think is going to be even better in this system. One of the best play-action passers in NFL history and last year in the NFL. Watch out for this guy. He's got a hell of an arm. He's accurate. I love Fields. Fields will be in some. Fields makes mistakes. Fields isn't as accurate. Fields can't read a defense like Russ. So we're going to find all that out. All this talk about how terrible Russell Wilson is, well, guess what? We're going to freaking find out now if he's any good. And I think he is. Like Big Ben said, thank you, Denver, for giving us a $40 million quarterback for $1 million. So it's going to be laughing stock in Denver, man. We're good. Win the playoffs. I think we will. We will finish with 10 wins. And I think we could still get a receiver out there. Who knows? Trade deadline. Devontae Adams. somebody like that Metcalf, because those teams are going to suck, especially the Raiders. And he's going to want out. And I don't blame him, and they're going to want to start dumping people. And we'll be right there waiting. I'm sure Omar's already had those talks with someone. If he really wanted Ayuk, he'll get somebody else. We have the cap room even more now. I look for Muth and Najee to get new contracts here in the next couple of days. I could be wrong, and either way, Najee's going to run people over, and it's going to be exciting. Warren's back. We haven't seen any of this in preseason at all this year. Preseason's not what it used to be. So at least we don't have that rah-rah Kenny hype we had last year. It meant nothing because no one was scheming. And we were 0-3, so it doesn't mean a damn thing. We're going to find out. Week 1 this week, we will do a preview show on Atlanta here today or tomorrow. But anything you go week 1 in the NFL, so please don't read into week 1 too much either way. But I think the Steelers finished with 10 wins. I think we'll be happy with Arthur Smith, much happier with the playoffs and 5th or 6th seed, and we'll win a playoff game, at least one, but I expect this to be AFC Championship. And if we play right, we can be in the Super Bowl next year. Look out. This team is going to be in the hunt and maybe even win it all, because we'll be at our time. It'll be time. Anyway, the last team in the AFC North, which could finish first as well, they have a ton of talent, the Cleveland Browns. I'm just not sold on the Browns. I'm not sold on Watson. He says he's still an elite quarterback, rah, rah, rah. But until I see it, I can't say it. And they've only won one playoff game. Talk about us. They beat us during COVID. One playoff game in 30 years, not 7. And just don't see it. You know, they've never won a playoff game at home in that stadium. If they build a new stadium, there's a chance they never had a home playoff game. That's sad. But their offensive line is overrated, in my opinion. They give up more sacks than the Steelers. They have injuries here and there. They lost their line coach. If they have that, they're in trouble. Won't matter what Watson does, but he does not look good. He hasn't stayed healthy. They do have good receivers. I love Cooper, but he's in his 12th year. I love Njoku, but Chubb's out, and that's huge. And I don't know if Chubb will ever be the same or if he'll even play. And they will bail on him so fast if he doesn't play. Watch. And they're going to bail on their head coach after the season. Watch. They're going to fire his ass. You know, but I think, like I said, they have talent. They have a lot of talent, but they're at the end of the line here because they're going to be in camp now. The defense is very good last year, especially at home, but not on the road. I don't expect them to get those breaks they got last year with the weather and the guys being out. They were good. I'm not going to deny it. They were a good team. Another team, you know, can be unbelievably dominant, but I just don't see it. And you never know. Injury bug could hit them as well. Could hit us as well. But I figure the Browns are going to be in last place. So that's my Thursday thoughts. Get excited. We have a real quarterback. I really believe that. Until Russ doesn't show that, I'm not going to say it. So don't listen to the media. They hate the Steelers. They hate that we've won 6 Super Bowls. They hate Steel Studio. And they hate everything about us. I don't understand it. Never understood it. We're ranked 20th in the power ranking, and we're a better team than last year. We should be right around 10 to 15 right there, right now. Because we haven't proven a damn thing. I agree, but come on, man. This defense is going to be top 5. The offense is going to be top 15. If it is, we're going to be right there because a lot of these teams aren't as good as you think. And I don't even know anybody going to beat Mahomes this year. It's going to be interesting, but I think his luck's going to run out a little bit, even though the guy is very good. Very good. So excited, man. Go Steelers. Those are my Thursday thoughts. Steel Studio.